Hello, admins. How we doing out there? Coming from the backyard today. It's a nice morning, so I thought I'd come outside. Of course, then a leaf blower just starts as I'm doing this video, so hopefully it won't be too loud. A couple things I want to cover really quick that are fairly important. Well, first, I'd like to say actually congratulations to the 5 new pilgrims in Indiana. It's well deserved. We had a great time at Mooseheart during graduation and pilgrim conferral. Also, we had a couple of workshops and meetings a couple of days before for field staff, so TMs like myself. So we learned quite a bit of stuff, and we'll be rolling that out in the future, and I'll be telling you more about that, but not today. Today I want to talk about an issue that apparently is happening out there, but probably may not be affecting your lodge. I don't know of anybody in Indiana that I know that it's affecting, but on QuickBooks Online, there is one credit card from Moose International attached to that account that pays for that monthly subscription. And it seems as though a few people have gotten back that it's coming back saying that the payment is not current and not working. What's happening is there's, again, almost 3,000 between lodges and chapters that are being billed, and it seems like, I guess when so many hits on that credit card happens, it may stop for a day. So if you're getting that, don't worry. Go back out, go back in. It should probably work. If not, we'll check the next day. If it becomes an issue, give me a holler and I will look at it. There are some lodges that I know that are getting emails about expired subscriptions, and that has to do with lodges that didn't have the 2007 free version. They had the desktop version of 2013 or 19 or whatever year it may have been. And as to that old subscription you're having, don't worry about paying those. You don't need those old desktop versions anymore, and that's just what that email's pertaining to. You have the QuickBooks Online. Your lodge is being charged through your AR payment, so you shouldn't be paying for anything. Again, I know those are old emails for old subscriptions for lodges that weren't using the free 2007 version. Also, it is time for Moose of the Year. I want to make sure we're doing that correctly, and the process for that is, and it's in the Lodge Officer Committeeman Handbook, the new one specifically. I've been looking at that and going over and seeing some of the changes, but it's written in there, and it says that that is supposed to be the junior past presidents in charge of that, and it needs to get past presidents, and they select the Moose of the Year. If you don't have enough, the lodge officers can do that, but I prefer if we can get the past presidents involved. That would be fantastic. The one thing I do ask, and it is not a rule, if you have your officers are the ones that are choosing, preferably don't have them pick an officer as Moose of the Year. It seems to people like, well, they're just choosing themselves and patting themselves on the back. In some lodges, maybe that's the person that's deserved, but if we can go out and find that one person that has done a little extra than just coming in and sitting at the corner of the bar and having a beer, somebody that's done something for the lodge, we need to be picking them. Also, remember, women are now eligible for that also, so there are possibly women that have been around that maybe didn't do the most this year, but they've been there for a handful of years and helped out a long time. We can go back and pick them up too, so don't think we should leave the women out there. Also, Heart of the Community reporting. It's usually locked out for the first couple weeks of the new year. It is now open, so you can go into Heart of the Community and report things that you've done so far in May. So feel free to do that. One last thing I want to talk about also is the International Golf Tournament this year is going to be held in Crawfordsville, and I know pretty much everybody has received emails about that from the state and of course Moose International. It's been in the magazine. I would like to see a good turnout from representation from the Indiana lodge. There's no reason why we shouldn't be going to that. I know a lot of our lodges have golfers, so we need to go out and seek them out. And with this link email that I'll send out today, I'll also put in there the link or a PDF of the rules and the applications for the games. There's going to be a scramble on Saturday and then a tournament on Saturday and Sunday. It's the end of July, so that's I believe the dates are 29th, 30th, and 31st. Now, if the lodge and the officers get together, I have no problem with them sponsoring a team. I mean, if you have a regular team of golfers that go out and represent your lodge at other events, there's no reason why we can't have sponsor a team also. So, you know, sponsor the registration fee, or even pay for their way. Now, I will say this. Lodges can get that out of gaming, but there are some very specific things about that need to make sure they're being done, because one of the check is being sent to Moose International, and who to make the check out is in the application information on there. But if you're going to pay it out of gaming, give me a holler first and let me walk you through the steps of how that check should be written, just to make sure that we're doing it the right way, and we don't get lodges in trouble. So feel free to give me a call on that one, and I'll walk you through that. But I would like to see quite a few lodges sponsor somebody. So we've got a couple months. The deadline, though, is at the end of June. So we got about a month before that deadline is. So, you know, talk to your officers if you have a team. Talk to them and see if they're willing to go up. And like I said, talk out, you know, transportation costs, because gas is high right now, if the lodge can afford it, hotel rooms, but at least the the registration fees. I'll be up there. Looks like we should have a pretty good turnout this year. It's awesome that we're having the International Golf Tournament in Indiana. So again, I would like to have good representation from the association. That is all I have today, and I stayed at 6.5 minutes. You guys have a good week. Take care. Bye-bye.